Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's English listening practice. In this lesson, we'll listen to a beautiful and relaxing story titled My Weekend at the Countryside. It's about a peaceful trip away from the noisy city to a quiet village surrounded by nature. Through this story, you'll discover the simple joys of life in the countryside, fresh air, friendly people, and the beauty of green fields and clear rivers. You'll also learn many useful English words and phrases related to travel, family, and daily life. As you listen, try to imagine the sights, sounds, and feelings of the countryside. This story will help you improve your listening skills, expand your vocabulary, and remind you to slow down and enjoy the simple moments in life. Let's begin our journey together to the peaceful countryside. Last weekend, I spent 2 beautiful days in the countryside. It was one of the most peaceful and refreshing weekends I have ever had. The air was fresh, the sky was wide and blue, and the people were kind and simple. Life there moved slowly, far away from the noise and rush of the city. It reminded me of what truly matters in life: family, nature, and simple happiness. On Saturday morning, I woke up very early. Even before the sun had fully risen, the city was still quiet, and the streets were almost empty. I packed my small backpack with clothes, my camera, and a few snacks for the trip. My cousin Min was waiting for me downstairs because we had planned to go together. We were both excited like little children going on an adventure. We took a small bus from the city center to the countryside. The bus ride took about 3 hours, but it didn't feel long at all. Along the way, we saw rice fields, small rivers, and green hills. The scenery changed slowly from tall buildings and busy roads to peaceful farms and small villages. The further we went, the more relaxed I felt. I opened the window and let the cool wind touch my face. It felt so good to breathe in fresh air instead of city smoke. When we reached the countryside, the bus stopped at a small station near a local market. My uncle was already waiting for us with his old motorbike. He smiled warmly and said, "Welcome to the countryside." I felt so happy to see him again. The last time I visited was 2 years ago, and I had missed this place very much. As we rode the motorbike to my uncle's house, I looked around and admired everything. The road was narrow and surrounded by green trees. On both sides, I could see rice paddies stretching far into the distance. Some farmers were working in the fields, wearing conical hats and carrying tools on their shoulders. The sound of birds singing filled the air, and the wind blew softly through the fields. Everything looked like a painting. When we arrived at my uncle's house, my aunt came out to greet us. She had prepared a delicious lunch with rice, boiled vegetables, fried fish, and a big bowl of soup. The food was simple but full of flavor. It tasted so fresh and natural. We ate together while talking about our lives. My uncle told me stories about the village, about how people helped each other, and how the seasons changed the landscape. After lunch, I took a short nap in a hammock under the mango tree. The wind rocked me gently, and I could hear the sound of leaves rustling above my head. I hadn't felt so calm in a long time. It was the perfect way to rest after a busy week in the city. In the afternoon, my cousin and I decided to explore the village. We walked along the small dirt road that led to the river. On our way, we met some local children playing with paper boats and running after butterflies. They smiled and waved at us. One little girl even gave me a flower she had picked from the field. Her simple kindness touched my heart. After lunch, I took a short nap in a hammock under the mango tree. The wind rocked me gently, and I could hear the sound of leaves rustling above my head. I hadn't felt so calm in a long time. It was the perfect way to rest after a busy week in the city. We stopped by a small bridge and looked at the water below. The river was clear and calm, reflecting the blue sky. Some boys were swimming and laughing happily. I took many pictures because I wanted to keep these moments forever. We continued walking and reached a large bamboo forest. The tall bamboo stalks made a soft, whispering sound when the wind passed through them. My cousin told me that this forest was home to many birds and small animals. We walked quietly so we could hear the sounds of nature, the chirping of birds, the buzzing of insects, and the rustling of leaves. Later, we visited a local market. It was not big, but it was lively and colorful. People sold fruits, vegetables, and handmade crafts. I bought some bananas and a bottle of local honey for my mother. The sellers were friendly and always smiling. They asked where we were from and wished us a good stay in the village. As the day came to an end, my cousin suggested we go watch the sunset by the river. We brought a mat, some snacks, and sat quietly on the grass. The sky slowly turned orange, pink, and purple. The reflection of the sunset on the water was breathtaking. The birds flew back to their nests, and the air became cooler. I took a deep breath and felt so peaceful. All the stress from my busy life disappeared for a moment. I realized how beautiful nature is and how important it is to slow down and enjoy it. We talked about our dreams and plans for the future. My cousin said he wanted to stay in the countryside forever and help his parents with farming. I told him I wanted to visit more often and maybe even bring my friends next time. The countryside had something magical. It made people feel close to nature and close to themselves. When the sun finally disappeared, we returned home. My aunt had already cooked dinner. We ate together again and shared stories about our day. After dinner, the whole family sat outside under the starry sky. There were no bright city lights, so the stars looked bigger and brighter. We could even see the Milky Way. My uncle pointed out some constellations and told us their names. It was one of the most beautiful nights I had ever seen. The next morning, I woke up early to the sound of roosters crowing. The air was cool and fresh. I could smell flowers and wet grass. I went outside and saw farmers already working in the fields. Some were planting rice, and others were guiding buffaloes through the mud. Everyone seemed so busy yet so happy. After breakfast, I joined my uncle for a walk through the rice fields. He showed me how the farmers took care of the crops, how they used traditional tools, and how important teamwork was. I even tried helping a little by planting some young rice shoots. It was harder than I expected, but also very fun. The mud was soft, and my feet sank deep into it. My uncle laughed and said, "Now you look like a real farmer." We walked for hours, talking about simple things. My uncle told me that living in the countryside was not easy, but it was peaceful and meaningful. People grew their own food, raised animals, and helped each other like one big family. He said, "In the city, people have more money, but here, we have more time and more peace." I thought about his words carefully. Maybe he was right. In the city, life moves fast, and people often forget to enjoy little things. But in the countryside, every small moment feels special. The smell of the soil, the taste of fresh food, the laughter of children, the beauty of the sunrise. In the afternoon, my cousin took me to visit an old pagoda on a hill nearby. We rode bicycles along a narrow path surrounded by green trees and wildflowers. The air was full of the sound of birds. When we reached the top of the hill, we saw the pagoda standing quietly among the trees. It was more than 100 years old, my cousin said. We took off our shoes and walked slowly inside. The air smelled of incense. There were beautiful statues and small lamps everywhere. I felt calm and respectful. We prayed for health and happiness for our families. Outside the pagoda, we sat down under a big tree and admired the view. From there, we could see the whole village, the river, the fields, and the small houses with red roofs. It was such a peaceful scene that I wish time could stop. Before leaving, we talked with an old monk. He told us that peace doesn't depend on where we live, but on how we live. His words stayed in my heart for a long time. When we returned home, My uncle had prepared a small barbecue in the garden. We grilled corn, sweet potatoes, and chicken. The smell was amazing. Everyone gathered around the fire, laughing and talking. My aunt told us stories from her childhood, and my cousin played the guitar. We all sang songs together. It felt warm and full of love. As I looked around, I realized how simple happiness can be: good food, good people, and a peaceful place. The countryside teaches people to appreciate life as it is, without needing too much. When the fires slowly burned down, we lay on the grass and watched the stars again. The night sky was like a giant blanket full of shining lights. I made a wish that I could come back here often and never forget this feeling of peace. The next morning, it was time to return to the city. I packed my things and took one last walk around the garden. The birds were singing, and the sun was rising behind the hills. I took a deep breath, trying to remember every detail: the smell of the earth, the sound of the river, the laughter of the children. My heart felt a little sad to leave. My aunt gave me a basket of fruits for the trip: mangoes, guavas, and bananas. My uncle smiled and said, "Come back soon, city girl." I promised I would. I hugged them both tightly before getting on the bus. As the bus drove away, I looked out the window and waved goodbye. The green fields slowly disappeared, replaced by tall buildings and busy roads. But even though I was leaving, the memories stayed with me. The countryside had given me something that the city never could: a sense of peace, simplicity, and connection with nature. It reminded me that happiness doesn't come from having more things, but from feeling thankful for what we already have. After spending that weekend in the countryside, I learned many valuable lessons. I learned that nature can heal our minds and hearts. I learned that kindness and community are stronger in places where people truly care for one another. I learned that slowing down and enjoying the moment can make life more beautiful. When I returned to the city, I felt different. I was calmer, happier, and more grateful. I started to notice small things: the color of the sky, the sound of rain, the smell of morning coffee. I realized that even in the busy city, I could carry a piece of the countryside in my heart. My weekend at the countryside was not just a short trip. It was a journey of peace and rediscovery. I reconnected with nature, family, and myself. I saw how people live simply yet happily. I tasted fresh food, breathed clean air, and watched the most beautiful sunset. Those 2 days reminded me that sometimes we need to step away from our busy lives and spend time in nature to remember who we are and what truly matters. Whenever I feel tired or stressed, I close my eyes and think of the countryside: the rice fields, the river, the laughter, and the stars. Then I smile, because I know that place will always be waiting for me, peaceful and unchanged. Thank you so much for listening to today's story, My Weekend at the Countryside. I hope you enjoyed this peaceful journey and felt the calm beauty of nature through every word. The countryside teaches us many simple but meaningful lessons: to slow down, to appreciate small joys, and to stay close to family and nature. I truly appreciate your time and support. Every time you listen, learn, and practice English with me, you are improving and growing. Remember, learning a language takes patience, but every small step brings you closer to success. If you like this story, please like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss more English listening lessons and inspiring stories. Once again, thank you for listening. Keep smiling, keep learning, and see you in the next lesson.